wiser but the rest. Listen to the podcast, join the quest. Heartbeats racing, adrenaline high. This is where champions fly.
Hey guys, welcome to the B-Ball Podcast. I'm your host, Bryant Wallace.
Hey, what's up? I'm Eric.
And we are here to talk sports, ball, basketball, and more. What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. You know what I'm saying? Just first week of football. We've been watching that. Yeah, NFL started. College football is kind of in the swing of things now. They're in their second week already.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
See how our predictions going.
Yeah. So I originally last episode I predicted Georgia to beat Clemson 45-10. I think that was the final score I predicted. Man, we ended up winning 34-3. Okay.
So that was good enough for you, huh?
It was good enough. I wish we would have put up 50, but we didn't allow a touchdown. We allowed a little funky field goal. It's all good.
Yep. Ohio State did a little something too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Ohio State, they really just played. Their first two games were against nobodies. They played Akron their first game, and they played Western Michigan their second game.
I mean, got to get warmed up, though. Got to get warmed up.
I guess. I mean, hey.
It's a game, 0-0.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, the second week of college football, Georgia, we played Tennessee Tech. We gave up. The final score, we won 48-3. Mm-hmm. We literally gave up those 3 points in the last 2 seconds. They kicked a field goal down 48-0 with 2 seconds left on the clock while the clock was running down, just so they can say they scored.
I mean, but they scored.
No, that made me so mad because that's just, I don't know. Like, you're just begging for those 3 points. Like, what's the difference between losing 48-0?
I mean, y'all had a good solid chance to defend it, right? It was defendable.
I mean, I guess, yeah, we could have held them out of field goal range, but still, like, if I'm a coach, why are you doing that? Like, at least go for a Hail Mary your last play, try to score a touchdown, because it don't make no difference.
It don't make a difference if they made a touchdown. You down by that many points.
No, it don't. So, at least try to go for something big, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, we end up winning anyway. Carson Beck, our Heisman candidate quarterback, threw for 5 touchdowns. We put in our second string quarterback in about the third quarter. So, I mean, Carson Beck threw 5 touchdowns, not even a full game. If you would have given a full game, who knows? We might have put up 100.
Well, I mean, you need it.
You're right. Kirby
Smart. It's just week 2, and then we'll see. You're gonna need something against Alabama. You're gonna need something against Ohio State. You're gonna need some.
See, we don't play Ohio State this year. Well, I mean, we might play them in the playoffs, maybe. But Alabama, we can go. Okay, that's the next game we can go into. Alabama, they played USF, University of South Florida. That was a wild game.
Last 7 minutes, but hey, you turn it on.
It really wasn't in the last 7 minutes. They didn't pull away till like the last 5 minutes of the game.
But they were in trouble. Them 7 minutes down, you
yeah, because they were going into the fourth quarter. The Alabama, they were winning 14-13 against USF. USF should have not even been on the same field as them. It should have been blown out. But last year, it was also a close game too between them.
Mm-hmm. And then they beat y'all last year too, didn't they? So, like I said, it's never just always 0-0 and start from the line, So we'll see.
Look, man, I don't care if Alabama beat us. It's okay. That was last year. I guarantee you that's not happening again this year.
All right, we'll see.
Guarantee you. I'm gonna go ahead and do a prediction now for the score. You made a prediction last episode.
Yeah, I can't remember
the Georgia Alabama game.
I believe I had Alabama in the 40s, and I had Georgia maybe high 20s, low 30s.
Look, I don't even remember, but I just know you had us losing, which was your first mistake, and you got Alabama putting up 40 points against the best defense in the nation. I don't believe it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Jalen
I mean,
Milroe.
that's why it was a prediction. I predicted early, but maybe not 41. But I still see them winning.
Nah. I'm not taking it.
I'm
Okay,
seeing 10
so
toes down on it.
Jalen Milroe, he had 12 carries for 2 yards against USF. So he, as a quarterback, ran the ball 12 total times.
USF is in number 5 Alabama, though.
But what I'm saying is, they are. If he's only going to be able to get 2 rushing yards against USF, imagine what he's going to do against Georgia. He's not going to be able to. If he play like how he did against them, he's going to have negative rushing yards against us. And then against Tennessee Tech, we only allowed 18 passing yards for the whole game. So our defense is rolling. We will see. I'm ready.
That is a pretty defense. Georgia's defense came out way better than last year. I can say that for sure.
I mean, our defense was still the best in the league last year, and we only allowed.
They weren't holding teams back to back 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, no, we were. There was definitely. We definitely were. We had a couple games that was pretty shaky. But
I'm not saying they weren't good now. I'm just saying back-to-back 3-point. Like you said, the last team barely got in 3 points. They got two teams basically scoring no points.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Not even a touchdown.
Yeah. I mean, heck, there was another big game this past week. Texas and Michigan. Texas was ranked number 3. Michigan was ranked number 10. Texas had to travel to Michigan. And Michigan, they just, from the jump, they just did not look good. They looked very, very defeated.
The game looked over before it started.
Yeah. Michigan,
and they were talking. How you talking about all that energy? They show up with no energy.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't even score a touchdown. Yeah. Michigan, I'm pretty sure they're done for. I mean, when it comes to the season, I don't see them being able to do anything that will make them, people to think that they can make playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for them. It's hard for them after a game like that. It's hard for them to think that they can make the playoffs. So.
Yeah, I mean, hell, losing to Texas, like, it's different losing to Texas. They're top 3 team, but you lose to them at home, you don't even score a touchdown, coming off a national championship. Nah. They're done for. Texas looked real good though. Not gonna lie, they just might be the real deal.
I mean, you wonder why they were ranked so high.
Yeah, no, they definitely were. They actually beat Alabama last year in Alabama, and that's kind of what projected them into the playoffs because they got that huge win. Alabama was ranked in the top 5 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, we'll see. We play Texas as well on the road in Texas this year.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about Texas with Georgia.
I mean, this is going to be a tough game. Like I've said before, when it comes to going on the road in college football, especially in the SEC, it's so unpredictable. The SEC teams are just on a whole different level.
I mean, yeah, it's a different conference.
Yeah. Speaking of the SEC teams, all 16 of them played this week, right? 12 of them won. Out of the 12 SEC teams, one of the teams that lost to another SEC team. Kentucky lost to South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Every other SEC team lost by a touchdown. Arkansas lost to Oklahoma State, who I have winning the Big 12, lost to them in double overtime by a touchdown. Mississippi State lost to Arizona State by a touchdown. Auburn lost to Cal by a touchdown. So the SEC is just straight up dominating all of college football. I mean, it's we're by far the best league, and it's not even close. Because the fact that Arkansas, who is not even going to be barely a top 10 team in the SEC, they're able to go to Oklahoma State and take them to double overtime. It's pretty tough. Vanderbilt even won their first 2 games, and Vanderbilt might be the worst team in the SEC.
Yeah, that's it. I think you said that.
Yeah, exactly. But
there was some NFL. They had some NFL out there too.
That is true. The NFL just started.
First week.
The first game of the season with the Ravens and Chiefs.
Falcons lost. Look, that's all I
Of course the Falcons lost, man. We're not gonna, even though I'm a Georgia fan, I'm not a Falcons fan.
Falcons lost. So season is well into effect.
Yes. When it comes to the NFL, I am not a fan of really any team. I'm just a fan of any Georgia players that go to the NFL.
Yeah.
That's what I rock with. But the Ravens and the Chiefs, man, that game was so close. It literally came down to the last 30 seconds. Lamar Jackson.
He had a chance. Inches. It's a game of inches.
If you ask me, he had 3 chances that he could have scored the touchdown to get them into, well, it would have gotten into overtime if they kicked the extra point. But, it was 1st and goal. Lamar misses the pass to Isaiah Likely. It was kind of close, but he still could have made that pass. 2nd and goal, wide open. Zay Flowers was wide open. Nobody next to him. Lamar just throws it away from him. 3rd and goal, Lamar Jackson throws a pass to Isaiah Likely, and it originally was called a touchdown. They reviewed it. They reversed it because he was out of bounds by an inch or whatever.
1 or 2 inches.
And then the game is over with. But when they originally called it a touchdown, the Ravens coach was calling for them to go for 2. So they were trying to win the game.
Yeah.
Which would have been, that would have been a tough way to lose if you would have went for 2 and you didn't get it.
Lost that way, especially after you just made a touchdown. That would have been a terrible choice. But
when you could have went into overtime and because Justin Tucker, the Ravens kicker, he's the best kicker ever. Might be. He's up there. He holds the record for the longest field goal ever. And he would have easily made that extra point. And then you get into overtime, and who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You got a better chance to win it then.
Yeah, 2-point conversion.
Yeah, but they reversed it. And that was pretty much the end of the game when they reversed it. Because, he was out of bounds. Even if it was by an inch, he pulled a Kevin Durant.
And it was but seconds.
Literally.
The seconds.
Yeah, so it was pretty much game over at that point. And Lamar Jackson had a pretty decent game. He rushed for over 100 yards. He threw for almost 300 yards, close to, or it was 250 somewhere around there. But still, when in those crunch time moments when you're the quarterback and you have to make the throw, and it's 3 plays in a row where you don't make the throw where they could have been made.
Yeah,
you have nobody else but to look at but the quarterback.
Yeah.
Especially when Lamar Jackson.
This is gonna be, you lose, you the star quarterback, and then you miss your assignments.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson, 2-time MVP. You got to hold him accountable because if Patrick Mahomes misses those throws, they're holding him accountable. So you got to do the same thing.
They're talking smack till next week.
Yeah. But because I will say because it was such a close game and it literally came down to the wire. Who knows what's going to happen next time they play each other? They might meet in the playoffs. They're probably going to meet in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They're 2 of the best teams in the AFC. So they definitely could. And the last time the Chiefs played the Ravens was in the AFC Championship last year. Lamar didn't do good.
Yeah.
So,
let's see. Rematch.
He has a lot to prove. But, he had the first game of the season. We can give it some time. We'll see how the rest of the season goes.
Yeah. Not too much time, though.
Yeah, no, you're right. The second game of the season, though, was the game in Brazil with the Packers and the Eagles. Saquon Barkley had 132 total yards for 3 touchdowns. Went absolutely crazy. Came from their rival Giants.
Yeah, and they were booing him every time he had the ball.
Yeah. Now he's in Philly and doing great things. Unfortunately,
that's a whole nother situation though. Wrong play, right player, wrong place, right play. You know, so
yeah. Well, so the game was close. The Eagles won 34-29. Jalen Hurts, as much as I hate him with a passion.
what's
He
what
went to
jersey you
Alabama.
wear?
He went to Alabama. And not only did he go to Alabama, but he beat us multiple times.
That ain't his fault. That's not his fault, man.
For forever.
That's not his fault. Whoa, come on, man. Now we're gonna have to blur that out. Never.
No, man.
That's gonna be.
It makes me so mad because in 2018, it was a national championship. We were destroying Alabama. It was like 31-17 at the half. Jalen Hurts gets taken out in the fourth quarter. They put in a freshman Tua Tagovailoa, and he goes crazy and wins the game. A couple years after that, Tua Tagovailoa was the starting quarterback, and Jalen Hurts was on the bench. We knocked Tua out the game. They bring in Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts ended up coming back and win the game. It was the same thing. We were winning both times when they took their starting quarterback out, and the backup came in. So I've always hated Jalen Hurts because of that, and Tua.
Man, just let it go.
I ain't never letting it go.
What you want them to do? Throw the game?
I don't care what they do. I want them to be bad.
Well, how did that work out? How did that work out for you? How'd he do? How'd that work out for you?
He doesn't have a championship yet, and I'm happy about that. So, maybe he might get one. I mean, he might get one because of all the Georgia players that are on that team. Heck, half the defense is for the Georgia players. Maybe that's the reason why they're so good.
Someone like to think. I'm sure someone like to think.
Yeah, so you brought up the Falcons earlier. Falcons, they lost 18-10 to the Steelers. I've seen so many videos online from people that were at the Atlanta game, and they were just talking so much trash about Kirk Cousins.
I saw people getting dressed up to go to the game on live, going to the game just to go to that game, just to lose.
It's not even just Kirk Cousins, man. He just signed one of the biggest NFL contracts in history. And his first game against the sorry Steelers, at home, he throws 2 interceptions and only throws for 155 yards. Yeah. God awful.
Maybe it's Atlanta. Maybe it's the Falcons. Maybe.
Maybe, but Kirk Cousins has never been that guy. Like when he played for Washington, he wasn't that guy. When he played in Minnesota, he wasn't that guy. I don't know why Atlanta decided to pay him all that money, but he's not that guy.
They had to have a direction to go in. They didn't know who they had. Who else they had?
I'd rather
save
the money. Get? The thing is, I would rather save the money and develop the young guys. Because you got a first-round quarterback that you drafted last year, Michael Penix, in the top 10, sitting on your bench. You could start him, and Michael Penix would fit in great in Atlanta, just with the culture. He would fit in great. He's going to be the next starting quarterback for them. Yeah. Let a couple more games go by, and Kirk Cousins keep playing the way they're playing. They might put him in.
Yeah,
but
they ain't gonna have no choice.
I mean, you pay the guy all the money though. Like you got to play him.
Yeah, you trade him.
Who's gonna pick up the contract though? That's the thing. I mean,
somebody out there gonna suck worse. Not right now, but towards the end of the season, somebody out there gonna suck worse.
No, you're right. I mean,
hey, the Browns always suck sometimes.
Yeah, and heck, their quarterback situation is bad too because Deshaun Watson. First of all, Deshaun Watson doesn't even need to be in the NFL for one.
Why do you think that?
All the cases that he has with sexual abuse.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he has over like 20 cases from massage therapists that he was doing inappropriate things with and requesting inappropriate things.
20 times?
it's over 20 different cases that he has against him.
Yeah, I told you, Cleveland take anybody.
Cleveland gave him a huge contract.
I told you, Cleveland take anybody.
I don't understand what they were doing. And then on top of that, the first game of the season at home, he plays the Cowboys and he does god awful garbage. Yeah, I don't know. I would trade him out for Kirk Cousins. But I mean, because Deshaun Watson, he might just be the worst quarterback in the NFL at this point. I mean, heck, I don't know.
Baker Mayfield, he out of the league.
Baker Mayfield is crazy because Baker Mayfield's in the league, but he had a better week 1 than Deshaun Watson did. And the Cleveland Browns, they chose Deshaun Watson over Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield was on the team.
Yeah.
So they chose Deshaun Watson over him. And Baker Mayfield had a better first week. I mean, hey. Also, Joe Burrow, you need to come to the front. Because how do you play the Patriots, who is arguably the worst team in the league, and you lose 16-10 at home? Like, people held Joe Burrow up to this standard as like, oh, he's the second best quarterback in the league or top 3. No. He had a good rookie season. He led the Bengals to the Super Bowl and lost to the Rams. My quarterback, Matt Stafford, from Georgia. And I don't like Joe Burrow. He destroyed us when he was in LSU. As a matter of fact, the last time we lost a home game was against him.
Joe Burrow?
I don't like him. Yeah. That was like 2019, something like that. 2020. I don't like him. Yeah. I pray for the downfall of all the people that used to beat up on Georgia.
Apparently so. Apparently you hold that. You hold that spite and you hold it deep in your heart.
I sure do. And ain't never leaving either.
I mean, they didn't mean can't everybody play for Georgia. So somebody gotta beat them.
No. I don't care. When somebody beats you, when you that competitive, you're not supposed to like them. You're not supposed to be on their side. You're supposed to tell them to stay on that side. And that's what I do. I stay 10 tones down for Georgia.
I'm glad you do. I'm glad
I sure do. The next game, the Jaguars and the Dolphins.
That was exciting for one reason only.
So for Miami, well, they had a good season. I mean, they had a good game. Dolphins won with a last-second field goal to beat Jacksonville, their home state rivals. Dolphins has Tua Tagovailoa as a quarterback, and as I stated before,
don't like them.
I sure don't.
You're gonna bleep out.
It's whatever. That's how I feel about him. He threw for like over 300 yards, which is okay, I guess. Whatever.
Okay.
Tyreek Hill had a great game, though. A great game.
Yep. Despite everything
that happened earlier that day, man, that is so. Have you seen the police body cam footage?
Oh yeah, I was waiting on that.
Yeah,
I knew that was gonna come out sometime soon.
I don't know, man, because this
it seems like another day, another dollar.
Yeah, that's another day in America, and to think that that's happening to plenty of people out in the world in America.
If he wasn't Tyreek here, we wouldn't know about it. There'd be a brother out there would have been on the pavement, we wouldn't know about it.
That is true, or he could have been another statistic, unfortunately.
It's just crazy reaction. I think he handled the whole situation with poise, though. Going out, balling out. This is my job.
Yeah, no, that was good. And shout out to his teammates for coming there to help him get out of that situation,
I
or
know,
to just
almost getting arrested themselves.
just show the support. They had a game later on that day, but the fact they're still out there showing the support for their teammate, man, I commend them for it so much because they could have been scared to intervene because the same thing could have happened to them.
Yeah.
Some people might have been hesitant to try to step in when it comes to the police.
Thank God for phones. Thank God for somebody filming. Thank God for somebody recognizing that car and saying, hey, that's a celebrity. Let me stop right here and film.
Yeah.
Of course, that person don't get told to keep moving because they car was stopped, but I don't know how that worked. But
yeah. No, shout out to his teammates, man. And Tyreek Hill, he did what he was supposed to do. Did his thing.
That's all you can do.
Yeah. He did a little celebration, the little locked up celebration.
Silly.
The handcuff silly.
We'll call it silly.
Yeah. Hey, good for him. I'm so happy, man. I'm happy he was able to get out of that situation safely and still being able to go do what he needs to do.
Yeah.
The next game we're gonna get into the Saints and the Panthers. Now, these are two teams that aren't that great, but I really needed to point this out, and I specifically wanted to talk about this game because the Panthers might be the worst team in the league at this point.
I didn't even know they played.
Bruh, they got tickets right now for under $5.
That's good. Boy, you can go to the stadium. You can take a girlfriend to each game.
But why is it $5 though? That's the thing. They got tickets under $5 because ain't nobody going to them games.
I bet you them snacks still 32.
Probably.
They're making their money.
Hey, regardless.
But the Panthers haven't been good
since Cam.
12 years ago.
Yeah. Bryce Young is their quarterback for the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
And Bryce Young went to Alabama.
So let me guess.
I'm loving it. I am loving it.
What did he throw? Any interceptions?
I think he threw as a matter of fact, his first pass of the game was an interception.
Hey, he ain't gotta smile so hard. His first
I'm just saying.
His first play of the game was the interception.
So what? Hey, I'm just saying, man. I loved it. I was so happy for it. Hey man, I just realized something.
Go ahead.
Your hat.
Yeah.
What put your head down.
Huh?
What kind of hat you got on?
What you mean?
No.
I got a hat that's on my head.
No, I'm trying to see what kind of hat you got on.
My head.
Because it looks like Kentucky. Georgia plays Kentucky this week.
I just like Kentucky basketball.
No, you're joining the ops.
My boys Julius Randle, DeMarcus Cousins,
No, I don't care.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
This week they're the ops. Yeah,
it's a good week to wear. Then you see how
no, because this week I can't wait to play. We're gonna blow them out. There's gonna be a warm-up game for Alabama. That's gonna be an extra practice.
Oh yeah, they may need it.
Yeah. Next game was the Sunday night game on NBC. The Rams and the Lions. Another great game. Another great game. The Lions are pretty real deal now. I mean, they are really good. They've really turned things around the last couple of years. They got a lot of weapons. They did win 26-20 against the Rams. Matt Stafford played for the Detroit Lions for close to 10 years. And he threw 317 yards. I like to see my guys, my quarterback. He's my quarterback, Matt Stafford. Going against his former team.
I wonder why you love him so much.
Oh, because he went to Georgia, of course.
No, that was rhetorical. You didn't have to answer.
Yeah, that's it for the people that don't know.
Oh, okay, for the people in the back.
Yeah. For that might not know, that might not be familiar with his game. But he had a great game. The Rams did come up short in Detroit. But hey, that happens sometimes, I'm just glad I was able to get a good game for Sunday night. That's like one of the biggest games that they got in every Sunday is the Sunday night game. But the next day that they played, or this past Monday, the Jets played the 49ers, which was on ESPN Monday Night Football. We needed to see this game because we needed to see how Aaron Rodgers was going to look.
Yeah.
Considering he was out for a whole year, we needed to see him throw the ball. We needed to see him get hit. He even said it himself. That's what he needed to do to kind of, get the feeling back. And he looked okay, for him being gone for a whole year. I'm not going to say he looked bad.
And older.
Yeah. He definitely is older for sure.
As a seasoned vet.
Yeah. And then for the 49ers, they didn't even start Christian McCaffrey. They had a running back, Jordan Mason, who was their backup, who ran the ball all over the Jets, had 147 yards, which is ridiculous. Yeah. When Christian McCaffrey comes back and he's going to be their backup, if he can continue that type of production, then they might have the best 1-2 running back combination in the league.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
We'll have to definitely see about that.
Yeah. I'm excited, man. I'm just glad the first week of NFL is under wraps, and then college football is underway officially.
Yeah, we got a Georgia trip coming up.
Yeah. Yep. So me and Brian were planning on trying to do.
We're not gonna play. We're gonna go to a Georgia game.
Yeah. We're gonna go to a game, and we're gonna make a little video out of it. It's showing our experience as a game day for the fans in Athens. Even if we don't go to the game, Athens has the most bars per capita in any city in America.
It's so nice down there.
I know.
It's like a whole different city. You don't even feel like you're in Georgia. You feel like you're in this. I don't know. It's just a whole different place.
And if you love college football on a Saturday, that is the place to be in Athens. Whether or not you like Georgia or not.
I don't know about all that, but
no, but
it's definitely Georgia centrified. It's very Georgia centrified, but
even if you don't watch Georgia, like everywhere you go, it's gonna be centered around college football.
Yeah,
like it's so good. I love it. But yeah, that's our plan. We're gonna come. We're gonna, go to a game.
Hopefully they pull out.
We're planning on going to a game in November. In November, we play Tennessee, we play Mississippi State, and we play Georgia Tech in November. And we're probably gonna aim for the Tennessee game
because they're gonna whoop up on Georgia Tech.
Yeah, we're gonna whoop on Georgia Tech and Mississippi State. We're destroying both of them.
Yeah, Mississippi.
Yeah, Tennessee is gonna be. They're ranked number 7 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to be a good team. We'll see. Hopefully we can interview some fans.
Get next to the players, the coach. No, just like.
Yeah.
Hey, coach.
Yeah, we can interview Kirby Smart during the game.
Yeah, you're right. In-game interview.
Yeah.
It'll be uploaded a lot later because it's going to take us a little while to get from where we're going to be at. But
yeah,
first interview.
Yeah,
head coach.
But yeah, that's our plan, and that's what we're getting in the works right now.
Yep. But that was, great recap. We're looking forward to it. More football. We got lots lots going on.
Yep.
WWE is getting crazy.
Yep.
WNBA coming to the finals. I mean, they're going to the playoffs. So
baseball too. Baseball about to start going to the playoffs.
Well,
And then, once October hits and the NBA season will be coming up right around that time too.
It'd be full jet.
Yeah. No, we are definitely getting into the days of sports to where we have so much things to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it, man.
I mean, yeah. I'm ready to make some bets. I'm ready to put up some bets for some games. I'm ready for you to stop being scared.
Hey, man.
Go on. I'm ready for you to start betting. 10 toes down, not just talking.
What kind of bets you want to do?
I don't know. I don't need no do.
I ain't getting no do.
I don't need no money either, but it need to be something.
We can we'll figure it out. We'll do some type of bet for the Georgia Alabama game.
Yeah.
I'll be ready for that.
Kobe bumper sticker on your car.
A Kobe bumper sticker on my car.
A few minutes of you, a 5-minute video of you declaring your love for Kobe and saying that LeBron was never the. Woo! I'm gonna get
on.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna think on this.
Okay, so if Georgia wins, just know you're gonna have to Okay. How about this? Right? For if Alabama wins for a whole month,
I'm not making that bet, my boy. I am not Stevie Wonder. I see the stats.
No, if Alabama wins, if Alabama beats Georgia for a whole month, I won't say anything derogatory, negative, bad, anything like that towards Kobe. And
you shouldn't say it now.
If Georgia,
y'all hear that? How he admits that he be talking bad about Kobe.
Okay, and if Georgia wins, you can't say anything negative or bad or derogatory about LeBron.
I don't already.
See, this is what I'm saying. We can't even make this bet because you still gonna do it regardless.
I don't know.
Brian.
Well, we'll figure something out, and we'll definitely get back to you. But that's our first recap. Of course, we got week 2 of college football, week 1 of NFL. Headed on to week 2s and 3s and try to see what's up.
Yep. We're definitely excited, man.
Yep. So appreciate you for joining. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe below.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all. Be you, be great, and be ball.
Be ball.
We rise above the rest. Listen to the podcast, join the quest. Heartbeats racing, adrenaline high. This is where champions fly.